Your last name, sir? Wyckoff?
So,
Mr. Wyckoff, you're charged with assault and bodily injury. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, sir.
Parking lot at 13532 Beechnut Street in Harris County, Texas, where he made contact with the defendant and a complainant who were near their vehicles. The complainant and the defendant do not know each other. The complainant stated that when he was driving on the public roadway, he accidentally backed his vehicle into the defendant's front bumper. The complainant believed that he did not strike the defendant's vehicle at the time of the impact and drove away onto the cross street. The defendant began to follow him. The complainant parked his vehicle in the McDonald's parking lot and observed the defendant's vehicle stop behind his car. The defendant approached the driver's door of the complainant's vehicle. The complainant opened his driver's door and asked the defendant, "Hey bro, are we good?" The defendant became verbally aggressive towards the complainant, yelling at him and telling him that he hit his car. The complainant remained sitting down in his driver's seat. The defendant was so close to the complainant that the complainant could not walk out of the vehicle. The defendant with his left fist struck the complainant on the right side of his face, causing pain. Defendant repeatedly told the complainant to get out of the car. The complainant remained in the vehicle while the defendant continued to yell at him, standing outside of the driver's side of the vehicle. The complainant had a purple discoloration mark with red swelling on his right cheek, consistent with that of a physical assault. The white area of the complainant's right eye was pink compared to his left eye. A vehicle inventory of the defendant's vehicle revealed a clear plastic bag containing two separate plastic bags of marijuana, total weight 83 grams, 2.9 ounces.
Mr. Wyckoff, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm going to tell you that all you really had to do was call the cops when that dude took off, and then they probably would have had that dude arrested. But now, because you took matters into your own hands, you and I are not going to have a good time. I am now sending you for a drug test. I want to know what, if anything, is in your system, and you must come right back to court. Do you understand? Do you have a Texas driver license? You run his license, please. Do you have valid liability insurance in your name?
yes, sir.
I want proof before you leave here today to see whether I'm going to allow you to drive or not. Number one. Number two, as a condition of your bond, you are not allowed to use dope or any kind of dope whatsoever or alcohol. If I find that you're using anything, I'm going to put you in jail and I'm going to make your bond sky high. Do you understand?
So,
This license is eligible, Judge.
Thank you. I'm ordering you also as a condition of your bond not to be in possession of any weapons and not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case. Rachel, I'd like to send him down right now for a drug test. I'm going to have you sign a reset and then I'm going to hand you off to take a drug test and then you must come right back. Do you understand? Okay.
Right this one. Judge,
Mr. Wyckoff tested positive for cocaine. He also tested positive for, what else was it? Mr. Wyckoff, I'm going to tell you now, I'm not putting up with it. I'm not going to let you do this while you're on my watch. So it's okay. It stops now. And if you don't, we have one place for it. You understand? You will be drug tested like crazy. I'm going to bring you here 2 times a week so that you prove to me that you're not consuming any kind of cocaine, alcohol, or any dope whatsoever. And the first time you test positive, you will go to jail. I know that you're going to test positive now for the next 3 days, maybe 4, but after that time, if you've continued to test positive for cocaine, then you will go to jail. As far as the weed is concerned, I will give you a 35 to 40-day window. And after that, if you test positive, that tells you that you've continued to use, and likewise, you will go to jail. And I'm going to tell you now, no more PR bonds. Do you understand? I don't care if you're mad at me. I don't care if you're, look.
I'm not gonna make it 2 times a week.
Well, then,
Drug test, no, I work and everything. No, no, that's not gonna happen.
yes, it is.
All right.
I will give you the opportunity. If you don't, then that's fine. You don't have to come. You know what's going to happen, and that's it.
Judge, I would ask the court to consider just either once a week or every 2 weeks.
No, because he can still use and he can evade capture with it. And, I don't want you to continue to use cocaine, and that's it. And I'm not going to trust
cocaine.
you.
I can't even use cocaine. I have asthma. That stuff will break my lungs.
You tested positive for it.
I can't use it.
Well, okay. Prove it.
I have asthma. It's in the system.
Prove it. I'm not going to take your word for it. So that's. I've already given you a lawyer, Mr. Wyckoff. You know what's expected of you. All you have to do, I'm not asking you to show up here. I'm asking you to just go take a test, and then you can take
Like I said, I work. I'm not finna take 2 times out a week to go take a test. No.
That is the bond condition.
All right. I could have paid my own bond for that.
Still a condition I'm going to put on you, whether you paid your own bond or not. If you don't like it, don't pick up a new case. Easy solution. And I hope that now it becomes so miserable that you think twice before you follow someone next time. Because like I said, had you probably just called the cops, they would have chased that person and arrested him.
I followed them to get their driver's license number. And I didn't follow them.
Don't talk about the case. I don't want to talk about the case. I'm just telling you what's expected of you, sir. So, today's 9/10. So the cutoff date for the weed is it'll be around like the 21st of October. Yeah. Yeah. Today's Tuesday. So what I'll do is I'm not going to have you come back on Thursday because I know that it's not going to be. So we can start Monday, the testing on Monday, and we'll go from there. You won't have to go take a drug test on Monday, submit it to the lab, and then you can go on about your business. If you test positive, you will be brought to court, and then we'll address it at that time. All right. Any questions? Anything else? Okay. Good luck, Mr. Wyckoff. Mr. Wyckoff, I'm going to tell you, if you try to get into a pissing match with me, it's not going to go well with you.
Stop, the judge is talking. Face the judge when he's talking to you.
Bring it.
Step over there. You done with it? My next warrant.